Hi guys, Martin here again. Today I'm going to do a quick review of the Samsung Galaxy Core Prime, the LTE version. I've had this about just over a week now, so I've also had time to play for it, whatever. So far I've had no problems. It's steady built, you know. It's fast. I was actually a bit surprised. I was just thinking, you know, because it's entry level, be a bit slow or whatever, but no, it's actually quite surprised me. Excuse me. Obviously it's a quad core device, and I believe it's a 64-bit processor in it, so it's 1.2 gigahertz with a Cortex A53, and obviously it's the Adreno 306. So obviously it's fast. 1 gig of RAM, 8 gig built-in memory. I thought to expand it up to 64 gig, obviously using a micro SD card. 5 megapixel rear with flash, and obviously 2 megapixel front. What I did notice was there was no, you know, LED notification light. I was a bit disappointed at that, because well, obviously you've got to keep turning the screen on and off to obviously see what's what. It would have been a bit better if it lit up. I mean, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit hit and miss there as well, but it's just a preference that I have. I mean, obviously I did the review of the Kazam, and that obviously hasn't got a indicator light on it either. And obviously I'm used to having indicator lights, but anyway, it's not really a big major thing. So obviously it's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth version 4, GPS, and that's obviously a GPS as well with a GLONASS. LTE, like I said, this is the single SIM version. You can get a dual SIM version. Obviously it's the usual stuff that you'd find on it, you know, accelerometer, FM radio, obviously it's micro USB, obviously that's the microphone, basically power lock button, and volume up and down rocker, and obviously your headphone jack. The sound on it is not too bad, I think. You know, it's my personal opinion. I mean, I have noticed sometimes, depending on obviously the music track, it can, you know, sound a bit tinny or crackle, but again, usually you just put it up to Bluetooth speaker or whatever, like I do. Talk time, it's up to about 13 hours 3G, 60 hours music time. I mean, since I've had it, I've charged it maybe once or twice since I've had it, maybe about 3 times in total, but obviously I have been, you know, using it quite a lot with the Wi-Fi on and stuff. Obviously you can set it to turn the Wi-Fi off when the screen locks. Other than that, battery is not too bad. I mean, I can't complain. Touchscreen itself is responsive. Sometimes with a lock screen, with a swipe, it can be a bit of a hit and a miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I normally have a pattern on or whatever, because I don't really like the swipe action of this thing, but you know, it works when it wants to. But again, it could just be, you know, grease on the fingers or just not touched up, I don't know. Picture quality for the camera, again, I've had no problems with that whatsoever. It's obviously a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better than obviously some of these entry level phones, like again the Kazam. I wasn't too happy with the the camera specs on that or anything. They were a bit washed out and everything else, but I've had no problems with this whatsoever. Just obviously I'll put up some photos on the video, but I've had no problems, like it says. It's fine. Obviously it's not like well, it's autofocus, but you can't just think it's just, I think it's, what do you call it, single focus or whatever, I don't know what you call it, but I forgot the name, should I say. But again, there's no problems. The video quality, again, I'll put that up on the video as well. No problems with video quality of 720p. But to me personally, on a phone like this, I don't see the point of a full 1080p. But again, that's my opinion. 720p is fine for this. Obviously, it'd be a secondary phone. I would use this as my main phone, but obviously I'm quite happy with my Sony Z1 as my main phone, so this is also a secondary if need be. Again, touchscreen works fine. It's fluid. I've not really had any stuttering or anything like that. I've never had it crash or anything, which is good. Again, with the Kazam Trooper 5.5, it either freezes, crashes, whatever. But I just put that down to the lack of decent RAM. There's only like 512 and that. Call quality is fine. I've had no issues with that. Sounds fine, no problems. I use it a lot on the Bluetooth though, or the speaker, but when I do use it normally, it sounds fine. I'm not struggling to hear anybody, which is good. Obviously, you can see that it says it's quad core, so I'll see the info there. I'm a bit annoyed actually, because I have a Samsung tablet as well, and I was trying to install the syncing software, the Kais, whatever you want to call it. I did notice that on the site it says obviously it's compatible with all phones, but a lot of software that I tried to install on the phone, like Samsung Air, Kai's Air, didn't support it. Again, it supports the tap and pay, because obviously it is NFC, which is obviously built into the battery, not in the back, the actual battery itself. Excuse me. But yeah, there's no, obviously Google Wallet isn't supported in this country as of yet, but it's, I couldn't find any proper apps to use for tap and pay. So again, it's a nice feature if and when it works. It could sort itself out if there's a lollipop update for this. I'm not too sure. Obviously there's talk on the internet that there could be, but who knows. Hopefully there is, because I'm a bit reserved on put it on my Z1 when that comes out, but we'll have to wait and see. All in all, I've not really had any issues, like it says. Obviously it does lag because obviously, like I said, it's entry level, so it doesn't have a lot of the features that the higher end Galaxy phones would have. But obviously, it does retain some of the the Big Brother counterparts, which is all right. Obviously, it's handy because it is 4G, so that's good. And you can get it. The interface is fine. Obviously, it's Samsung's Touch Wiz, toned down version, obviously. But obviously, with all Samsungs, you get a little thing. So I really don't have any complaints other than obviously the screen itself it's not protected by anything, so if you drop it, it probably would crack or smash. It's not Gorilla Glass or anything like that. But again, you just put it in a case, put a screen protector over it, you're fine. Again, the lack of an indicator light, again, personally me, I do like to have the indicator light because you can always get to your phone to turn it on or anything like that, but it is what it is. It's quite a decent size screen. It's 4.5 inch, so again it feels quite nice in the hand. I've had any issues. Obviously it's a bit slippy because of the back. There's a couple of instances where I've almost dropped it. Just to give you an idea of the size. That's the Lumia 520. So it's obviously this is 4 inch, so it's not really much bigger. It's a good form factor. I can't whinge. But yeah, like I said, all in all, I'm actually quite happy with it. It's a nice design, little silver band around it. It charges relatively quickly. Again, battery life. I did charge it yesterday. I'm on 55% now. Let's get to the battery itself. There we go. So it's been on battery for like 1 day and 9 minutes or so. I don't really do gaming on the phones or anything like that. I normally use my tablet for that. But obviously the Wi-Fi, I usually have the Wi-Fi on quite a lot or anything like that. But yeah, all in all, it's a good little phone. I'd recommend it. So like I said, it's only going to be a quick review because I've got other projects in the pipeline. But anyway, if you like the video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers, thanks.